My proposal is for Site 2, the southwest corner of Elmsthorpe Avenue and Eglinton Avenue West. I visited the site many times while I was thinking about what I wanted to propose for the site, and a couple of thoughts came to my mind as I was walking along Eglinton Avenue West. First of all, I couldn't help but wonder how all the small businesses were doing. The past year and a half have been challenging for all of us, but small business owners have been hit particularly hard. Secondly, I was struck by the number of dog walkers in the area. It seemed like every 30 seconds I was passing by somebody who was out taking a walk with their dog, which was great to see. So these two seemingly unrelated and separate thoughts led me to my design, which I hope would encourage people to shop more locally, as well as being a nod to all the dog lovers out there.
My piece is entitled Fetch and consists of a greyhound leaping into the air as if he's catching a frisbee. Only it is not a frisbee in his mouth, but an Eglinton Way shopping bag. Inside the bag is a big bone chew toy, something familiar to many dogs and their owners. Fetch is open to many interpretations. Some will simply admire the beauty and grace of a greyhound in motion. Others will find it cute and endearing to see a dog engaging in some apparent retail therapy. However, my intention is for the work to spark curiosity, thought, and conversation. Has the dog just returned from his favorite local boutique where he bought himself a toy? Is it a little bit ironic that he has fetched a shopping bag with a bone in it instead of the bone itself? Does he prefer the bone chew toy over a real bone? Who made the chew toy? Where was it made? And how did it end up in this dog's shopping bag? In terms of materials and techniques, the dog in the piece will be hand sculpted using an oil-based clay on a metal armature. A mold will then be made using a brush-on rubber silicone applied in successive layers. Next, an outer mother mold will be formed using a combination of fiberglass and plaster. A wax cast of the dog will then be made using the finished silicone and fiberglass mold. Using this wax cast, a ceramic mold will be created and used for bronze casting, using the lost wax technique. The bronze greyhound shall have a patinated finish. The aim is to highlight the graceful musculature of the animal with an overall sense of dynamic balance. Clutched in the jaws of the dog is an elegant shopping bag in a bright fuchsia to give the piece a pop of color. The words Eglinton Way can be clearly seen on the front of the bag. Inside the bag is an oversized bone chew toy, something the dog has apparently treated himself to during an afternoon of shopping in the neighborhood. The plinth shall be fabricated in stainless steel. The top surface is sloped to prevent the collection of debris, as well as to improve the sight lines of the sculpture. There's an elliptical opening in the middle of the plinth. It is geometric and sculptural in form. One of the comments in the feedback I received during the technical review was a concern about how a solid plinth would create a space for someone to hide behind. This revised plinth design with the opening addresses this concern, as well as being aesthetically pleasing. The plinth shall be anchored to a poured concrete pad to be provided by the city. My proposal is for the piece to be located as close as possible to Eglinton Avenue, while still maintaining the 2-meter clearance requirement from the existing fire hydrant. This location maximizes the visibility of the piece from Eglinton, as well as takes advantage of the extra circulation space created by the setback of the building face at the corner of the Bank of Montreal. All the existing planters can stay, and the artwork is to be aligned on the center line of the existing planters. The overall height of the piece shall be approximately 8.5 feet, while the footprint of the plinth will be approximately 1 foot by 4 feet. For reference, the columns at the face of the Bank of Montreal building are just over 10 feet tall. While some may see the fire hydrant as well as the nearby parking sign as obstructions and eyesores, I feel that they only add to the urban character of the site. I think the fire hydrant in particular is a good complement to my piece, as dogs are well known to be fond of fire hydrants.
As Toronto moves beyond the third and final step of the reopening plan, I hope we can continue to support our local businesses to ensure our community's viability and prosperity moving forward. I hope my piece Fetch will become a symbol of the rejuvenation of the Eglinton Way and become the neighborhood's new favorite canine friend.